So, hi guys, welcome to ZJ. Never sounds the same, does it? ZJ-BOOKIT-AND-READ. I should really change to ZJ. I'm so used to saying ZJ. ZJ-BOOKIT-AND-READ. So, today I am going to be reviewing, if I put it the right way, My Protector. Okay, so this is book 2 of the Bewitched and Bewildered series by Aleana Alder. Okay, like most of my reviews, I will tell you there are going to be spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, please leave. Okay, so this is, as I've stated, book 2 of the Bewitched and Bewildered series. It's a 4.3 out of 5 on Goodreads. Okay, and so this story is a carry-on from My Commander. It is Gabriel. So you'll probably remember Gabriel. He's number 2 in command of the Alpha unit. He is a vampire. And basically this is his story of him and his mate. Obviously you will have Merrin and Aiden are very heavy in it. And basically, I'm going to read a bit at the back there. So you've got Gabriel Ambrosius, so second in command, and then you've got Elizabeth Monroe, who's his mate. She is a bunny shifter, he is a vampire. And basically he is going through his transition, which obviously for those of you that haven't read it or that have read it and quite can't remember, so vampires go through a transition every 1,000 years or when a situation demands it, or every 5th millennial sort of thing. So basically Gabriel, as you read the book, you'll find out more and more about him, that he's actually their dark prince and stuff like that. So he's going through 3 different transitions in one go. Brutal as fudge. So you didn't swear. Brutal as fudge. So that's difficult, I think, for, you know, just thinking about it. Ugh, makes me want to break out in hives. So, anyway. So Elizabeth Monroe is a bunny shifter, and basically she has just like, she just constantly keeps finding trouble. But I'll get back to that in a few books. And basically she was raised in Nocturne Falls, which is the vampire city, as there are 4 pillar cities. And her father is Bodrick Monroe, so he's basically trying to find blood substitutes and everything. His mate is Caspian. I can never say this. Rorix. So basically she's the niece of the Prince Marcus. So he's like, yeah. So, and basically Gabriel's like, oh, great. But he absolutely and utterly, like, he absolutely ends up loving her. There is a bit of a scene in there where she basically, if you've read the first one, you'll know about the sewing circle. So the Daughters of Laconia. And basically Merrin absolutely hates it, but she basically bashes one out to Daphne Bowers. Absolutely hilarious. So as I said, the first one is absolutely pricelessly funny. This one doesn't stop. It is absolutely brilliant as well. Makes me crack up with laughter. Literally, I just think it's the whole series. I might as well just wet myself the whole way through because it's so funny. I shouldn't admit that, but I'm going to because it is that funny. Every character is very unique, and I found that their relationship was very grown up to a point where they're basically trying to help Merrin and Aiden. Like Merrin and Aiden are like the teenage couple. That's what it kind of feels like a bit, even though they're adults. And Gabrielle and Elizabeth are the very grown-up couple, I feel, and so they'll be constantly watching out for them. And they're really engaging. They're really funny. They're really brilliant. And obviously, their whole feral, like super feral thing, kind of carries on throughout this. So they basically want to turn Gabrielle feral by trying to kill his mate, and obviously he reaches his apex during that point, and they absolutely, even for ferals, absolutely brick themselves and run, which is hilarious to say the least. So but even the others, she's like having a go at them, going, don't shoot my mate. They were like, no, we were just going to trank him, and even then we don't think it would take him down. So, but obviously everyone could see how old he was as well, because apparently vampires in the book anyway said that obviously, like, the older they are, the longer they are, and apparently his teeth are like down there, so it kind of shows how old he is. And so all the other vampires were like, well, sugar, don't mess with him. And then when my favorite part, all right, is when at the end they're like, hold on, let me find it. Wait, what story? This is the first time I've heard the ending too. Gabriel said that after the vampire healer healed the shifter commander, he turned his back on the war and walked home to Laconia to see his newborn son. We haven't ever heard that, Aidan asked, looking at his father. Bron shrugged. It's the first time I've heard of it. Lots of stories were lost at the end of the Great War. 2 whole generations were wiped out. And then they ask if Gabrielle is sure about it and everything. And then he goes through to say, you know, that he walked home with him to make sure he got home okay, and then the shifter unit commander looked at the Dark Prince and asked him if he would name his son. The Dark Prince was honoured, and so they called him Mikhail. And then Aidan chuckled, going, Mikhail was my great-great-grandfather's name. And Marion elbowed him. It's like, what? They can't be the same, can they? And he goes, dear God, this needs to be added to our family journal. That was Bron, by the way. And he goes, let me get this straight. The Dark Prince of Vampire Legend, saving my great-grandfather. He goes, come on, it's not like there's a 5,000-year-old vampire skulking around helping to defend the family, Aidan protested, then stopped, and all the blood drained from his face, and he turned to look at Gabrielle. Gabrielle smiled, waved his fingers at him. That's hilarious! I'm sorry. He's just like, what? So to be honest, I found that absolutely brilliant because it was so simple, but yet absolutely hilarious. I'm really sorry, Aleana, if you didn't want me to read any of that, just tell me and I'll remove the video and I'll post a new one. But that was really funny. I'm sorry, but who couldn't find something so simple, so hilarious? But I suddenly thought, no, there's no such thing as a 5,000-year-old fat. All right, okay, he's waving his fingers at me. Yeah, that's pretty much true. So I'm going to stop kind of working with myself anyway. So I really enjoyed it. I think you will really enjoy it. As I state in a lot of those, especially when it comes to series, please do not miss out the first one. Read My Commander first, then read My Protector, and so on and so forth. So I'm hoping to do the next one for the Bewitched and Bewildered series and a different book from tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to give this a ZJ Book It and Read scoring of 10 out of 10. Yes, I know, I've done two 10 out of 10s today because they're brilliant books. They're really well written, really well paced, and everything is just, you know, this one is just hilarious. It really is. It's absolutely brilliant, as well as My Commander. And I'm hoping the next one, which will be My Healer, which I'll be doing a review of, you'll enjoy that just as much, and that's even funnier. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed my review.